Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're touching some grass. Because when we're talking about crypto, there's not much going on. All right. In this video, we'll talk about Jasmy. We'll talk about what to expect if you do want to be updated on everything you need to know. We'll talk about some fundamentals as well. I thought that would be interesting as a bit of a switch up. And that's also good to know, all right? That's good to know to what's going on in quarter four, but also quarter three for Jasmy. So that when the news actually hits, etc., you'll be ready and you'll know if you want to buy or not. So that's what we'll do. Now, first of all, technically, I am not too happy about Jasmy. What we talked about 2 days ago on Friday is that we had, or on Saturday, I'm not sure when I covered Jasmy last. I think it was right here. So what we talked about is that with Jasmy, I always said, so just to be honest, I always said I think it's most likely we'll be able to hold this support level we have between 1.9 and 2 cents. That's what I said for the last week. I was wrong about that, but in my defense, the last video I made on Jasmy, what I did say is that I already got back on that, all right? So I already said, yeah, I still think the bullish breakout is more likely, but I would not trade it. I would wait for a reclaim above 2 cents. And we never got that, all right? And unfortunately, and that's also what we talked about briefly in the video, unfortunately, we even broke down below 1.9 cents. So that's where we are right now. Technically, we just had a bearish breakout, which makes Jasmy at this point of time bearish, unfortunately, all right? I still think long-term, fundamentally, Jasmy is bullish. But technically short-term, we are bearish. Now, it's not necessarily all bad because it's a breakout in the weekend. Breakouts in the weekend tend to retrace, or at least have a higher percentage chance to retrace. So what that would look like is something like this, right? So that we actually break back above 1.9, and that we can also try to break above 2 cents to get back up to like 2.2 or 2.15 cents. So that's a possibility, but the thing is that, and this is purely on the short term, all right? So don't worry too much. If you love Jasmy, that's fine. Jasmy will pump again. Jasmy will be bullish again. But at this moment, the open interest is relatively flat here. So what this depends on is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin at this moment is not strong. Can it turn stronger? Can it turn into something more bullish? Yes, but you have to keep an eye on Bitcoin. I will do the same. If Bitcoin turns bullish here, and Jasmy breaks back above 1.9 cents, excuse me, I almost have to sneeze. If that happens, then I will consider buying. But for now, just objectively, it's most likely will drop down to this major support level we have right here at 1.75 and 1.7 cents, which I do think will hold. I don't think we'll crash down lower than that. And the last time I said that level would hold, it held. All right, so yeah, it's a strong level, right? It's a major level if you look at that. Higher time frames, even a little bit above that. So I would say 1.75 cents. That's a tough support that will hold, but I do think it's most likely will drop down there, and that's at this point of time quite a big drop. So to end this video with something a little bit more positive, what we need to wait for right now is obviously that bullish momentum for Bitcoin. I do think as volume comes back into the markets after the summer, I do think at some point of time we'll get some sort of a big development from Jasmy that will push the price up, as we've also had a couple of times in the year so far. So what we have if we look at the roadmap, what we have in terms of 2024, which I think is interesting, is the carbon credit exchange. All right, and we do have some major developments coming in on that in quarter 3 and quarter 4. All right, so the launch, for example, of the testnet and limited trading, I think is the main catalyst. So that's something I will at least keep an eye on. Now, sometimes these things are a little bit postponed, but either way, developments on this carbon credit exchange, I think are the main thing. Maybe we will hear a little bit more about the expanded blockchain PC functionality for AI in quarter 2, quarter 3. As far as I know, we haven't heard much about that, so that could be strong as well, right? But those things related to AI, related to sustainability, I think those fundamentals, and like I said, I'll keep you updated on that if we do get any news on that. I think those are the main news events you need to keep an eye on, that if we get some sort of an announcement from that could push up the price. But that's more long-term looking, all right? Short-term, this is what I expect. I will keep you updated on this. Keep an eye on Bitcoin as well, like I said. But for now, that's what you need to know. Thank you for watching. Take care. and bye.